Hello survivors, welcome to another single summon series video. In today's video we're going to be doing the Ice summons. There's two of them. One's the event summon, there's summon helper elves, and then the other's the frost totem. So let's get straight into it and see which one we get first. We are going to run a double video again where we do both of them at once. We could actually do triple with the summon inventory as well, but now we'll just do a double for now, and we're going to see which one of the ice ones better, because there are other electric summons, so we'll do summon infantry when we do the electric summons as well. So let's do ice today, see how it goes, and again we're going to try and focus on the same thing that we do with every other one and see how it goes. Hopefully these guys don't have a hitbox error with, you know, the void hunters or whatever the case may be, but let's see what happens. Alright, so starting off, we don't actually need the slow, so we're going to banish it. We're going to banish all of the power upgrades or the block, because, you know, we get that damage over there. We don't need that. We don't need the crit. We don't need laugh. Movement speed, I don't think we actually need on these summons either, because they do stay by us, and it's not really going to make that much of a difference. They don't have to run to the enemies, so we should be pretty good without getting movement speed on these specific summons. We can get ourselves merciless, because that's going to help them deal more damage, more crits, which you can see they are critting every single hit with the way that the numbers show on the screen. You can see the orange like backing behind them, like a owl sort of type of thing happening every time they hit an enemy. We're going to grab, actually we'll grab one movement speed, but that's personally for me, not necessarily for the minions, and then we'll use them. We don't need unbreakable. We're going to grab that legendary, and then we get cast frequency, which also means we can remove the cast frequency passive as well, so we can banish that, and we can banish expansive as well. So multicast is there. We need a bit of magnetic as well, but everything else comes with the actual summons. Not all the summons do give you, or not all of them are going to give us multicast or things like that, but we got to make sure that they do before we banish multicast and all the other upgrades for them. So area, multicast, all that juicy stuff, we need to make sure we can run on them. Over there we took multicast on every single upgrade. I'm going to grab that and that beautiful cast frequency. We're going to grab the cast frequency and the magnetic, and then that big another big magnetic. I like that. I'm not using rerolls because I haven't found the need to yet. As you can see, our RNG has been pretty decent, and at level 23 over here we will use a better rerolls. There's definitely something going on with these void hunters. But that one seemed to die very, very quickly. He actually looked a lot bigger there than they usually do, or that they're supposed to. So I don't know. It just keeps happening to me. Maybe there's something happening in the code of my game. We can grab that. We do get this, where we then re-roll, and it gives us that. See, there's the plan for the re-rolls. Beautiful to see it. Grabbing multicast along the way. And I can't banish anymore, so we're going to re-roll there. And we'll re-roll, actually we're going to re-roll every time until we see the summon upgrade or passive. Let's see, because then you get things like that. Go for damage. We'll keep our locks for when we're playing when we get to level 50. As you can see, we should be able to hit quite a high level anyway. We do get another legendary. We will lock it. It is legendary after all, even though it is only multicast mastery. But there we go, we get another unit quantity increase. We've had some very good luck over here, and these guys do have cunning as well, so they are going to automatically just shoot at the bosses as soon as they spawn. But as you can see, as long as we just dodge the area of effect, the red circles, we are going to be in a good spot. Cast frequency, another +2. Wow, re-rolling has been gorgeous for us today. We are sitting on 16 units. I think that might be a new record for us in the single summon series. 16 units. Probably going to make it go a lot faster now as well. But as you can see, all of them focus the same enemies, so it's not really helping us that much, because they all targeting an enemy that's about to die anyway. So all of their attacks are going to be quite useless because they aren't spreading them out. So sometimes that's a good thing, and in this case it's a bad thing. I guess if we go into Overlord Cycle when everything's close together more, then, you know, that's a lot better. But right now, it seems to be quite bad for the actual, you know, guys. Go reroll there. We also at level 50, so I don't want to reroll anymore because that's why. So we lock that. There we go. Lock. And that's all. So we've only got one more lock and I can't use it for that. So if we get something that we need both of them, we'll lock it. But the round's nearly over anyway. We're not going to hit level 75 either. If we did, that would be completely insane. Hitting such a high level in such a low time. Alright, we're just going to chill right here now. We'll take the damage, it's fine. So earlier we saw the number 14,000. You can see we're doing at least 3 to 4 times more damage now, which is quite impressive. Is it impressive? 80,000 damage. Let's see if we go and add that. We do get another max. I do want the cast frequency as well. So 80 to 82,000 just with the addition of that extra crit damage multiplier. So that is pretty big. Just shows you. So this shows us, you know, if I take like a crit damage over here, so we got an increase of 12%. We go from 82 damage to 85 damage, which is a 3k increase in damage, which is quite impressive for a common upgrade. Especially, I don't know how the enemy's HP scales in a single run, but the fact that we get quite a decent chunk of damage. I mean, some of these hits, as soon as they hit more than 1 or 2, deal quite a decent chunk of damage as well. But getting higher damage upgrades, everything's getting one shot practically anyway. So getting cast frequency is probably stronger for this. But there we go, 4 minutes 46 seconds. Not stronger than the Brood Mother or the Cocoons, I mean. But we are going to go straight into a reset here to do our next summons, which were the Frost Totems, and we'll see how they go. But 100 million and 100 million with the 700,000 over there, or whatever it is, to do the damage. 232 million total with a set 5.1k hits. It was pretty good, but let's go and restart so we can get the next one out. And there we go, Frost Totems. Perfect, we managed to get them right from the beginning as well, which means that we don't have to really worry about focusing them or wasting a lot of rerolls. We did have to use 1 or 2 rerolls for our other summons, but it doesn't really matter because we got the reroll master. No, we don't even have reroll masteries, so that's why it does actually matter quite a lot. Alright, damage we've found, so we don't have to worry about damage, which is good. We can banish it. Let's go and banish all the usuals. We will grab the cast frequency for now. That's a beautiful Merciless. I'm going to get rid of Expansive and the HP there. And let's see what happens. So these guys are only doing 4k damage so far. I believe the other guys were doing 14k at this point, like right from the start. So it definitely makes a big difference. It does get the damage upgrade like we mentioned. Just need to see if we get cast frequency and other upgrades like that. Alright, we don't need the slow, we don't need the block. Movement speed means nothing. So we'll grab the cast frequency, the magnetic, and the damage. It doesn't even look like we get anything but damage for this, which is bad. Right now I've only seen damage, which means we're going to have to focus on a bit of multicast and everything else. Alright, they also have cunning, so we don't have to worry about the bosses. As long as we have towers up, they should hit the bosses. Great, there we go. Lots of juicy levels. Cast frequency upgrades. We're going to grab the Merciless there. Those are very, very big. Some multicast. Another big. We can actually... No, we don't need to banish that. And there we go, cast frequency. Alright, we are up to 14k damage, which is great. It is a beam, so obviously the more it hits an enemy, the more damage it's going to land up doing to them. But I don't know, I feel like the beam skills, the beam towers might not be so great. Power Conductor is probably a whack ton stronger just because of how it works and providing us with dazed. but these ones don't feel too powerful. Again, all we're really getting, there's a multicast for it, so that's really good. I will take the multicast this time, but in future we are going to try and get +1 to the actual totem and go from there. It would be nice. I don't think they penetrate. Actually, it looks like they might. No, they do penetrate enemies. Okay, so at least they got penetration, so as long as we've got 1 hitting enemies, it's fine. Let's go more cast frequency. It's very weird to see just damage as a modifier on totems. But there we go, everything died pretty quickly. Cast frequency, a nice multicast, more cast frequency, more damage, crit damage, more damage, an increased quantity will grab. We're going to keep all of our locks and rerolls for the next round because I have a very good idea for it. We're going to get the multicast on it, we're going to get the legendary +2, and then we'll get a +1 there as well. So that's the point, that's the point, the plan is to get that. And the one thing about summons, so there's 2 ways that cast frequency affects your summons. The first, there's 2 ways, yeah. So cast frequency will reduce the cooldown of your summons so that you can summon them faster. And then it also affects how fast they shoot as an actual summon. Now, the static summons and then the, the duration summons, which are static, and then the ones that run around and deal damage, and have health and can get hurt, work differently in terms of resummoning. So if you've got a static summon like we've got with these guys, you can see they don't ever take damage. When you hit the cooldown, they resummon themselves. If you've got summons that are like the summon helper elves, those guys don't resummon. What they do is they get increased health, so their health goes up again, if that makes sense. They get healed. There we go, that's the wording I was looking for. They get healed. So every time you resummon them, in inverted commas, you actually not resummoning them, but you're actually healing them with your cooldown. So getting a lot of cooldown on like putrid hounds maybe, or something like that. If you're worried that they're dying too quickly or things like that, if you get them to like a 0.2 second cooldown, they would become pretty much invulnerable because you're constantly summoning them, which means you're constantly healing them. And I just misclicked. Oh my Gideant, that was the most stupid thing I've ever done in my life. I just misclicked. I thought my mouse was in the middle and it wasn't, and I clicked and wham bam, we lost that. Oh no, that's such a pity. Not really the end of the world, but it's a pity. Alright, so the way that these guys work, you don't actually want a lot of cast frequency, so we're not going to grab that anymore. Oh, there was a multicast for the totem. Why are we not seeing the multicast upgrades? We just got an epic one. Wow. Also, what is going on over there? It's like not hitting whatever that is. It's all nodes for mining. All the mining nodes have spawned on the corner. What? That's so crazy. I've never had that happen before. That is so cool. Every single mining node happened on the corner over here. That's madness. Also, by the way, guys, this is actually a brand new record. 14,425. They actually did the most damage, or they did the best time out of every single summon we've used so far, and that's really surprising. So I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. That's actually really, really insane. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.